Yo, what is going on, y'all? I'm Cavell Anderson, and we are back with another Veve and Ecomi video. In this one, we're going to be talking about the update. So as you all know, we just recently had an update where we had some changes made to the app. I didn't know what happened, so I take it a lot of people probably didn't know what happened, but we have a little bit more details on some things that we knew were coming and some things that we might not have known was coming. And it looks like they actually are taking people's advice that people give them, because this is 100% something that I heard. I don't know if it was during an AMA. I think it was actually one of the suggestions during an AMA, and I think that they have thought about it and they added it. And if that's the case, it's crazy because they're actually willing to listen to the community. Well, I mean, but we already knew this, but it's still nice to see it, nice seeing it, like nice being a part of it, being there when the idea was suggested, and now it's actually has been implemented. Like that, and that's a great turnover time too. So yeah, I just had to throw that in there. Be sure to drop that thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you're new, turn on notifications so you stay updated with all news, Veve and Ecomi related. And yeah, let's jump into it. So starting out, it says, in our endeavor to make Veve drop days as fair as possible for our user base, we are constantly implementing new features and security measures to ensure everyone has an equal opportunity to collect from their favorite brands. After saying goodbye to Clockgate, we're now ready to implement the next iteration of these measures. So, getting ready to buy now. Recently, we added a countdown timer to the app so that everyone knew the exact time our new collectibles would be released. This week, we are happy to report that the Buy Now button will be visible to all users before the drop opens, and the timer has been moved to the left. This is to help prevent any lag latency issues experienced by users with older devices or unstable internet connections. So this is a very, very big deal, and I'm glad that they did this. A lot of people were complaining because the countdown clocks were different. Like even people in the same house with the same devices. Like let's say I have a device right here, and my cousin has a device over here. And yeah, like let's say that's how it goes. Like everybody has these devices with different times on it, and it's like we're right next to each other. Why do we have two different times? If the drop happens in 5 minutes, why does mine say 6 minutes? Basically, that's the issue that people were struggling with. So instead of struggling with that issue, now we actually have a timer. We have a countdown timer, and we have the buy now button. So basically, even if you're, but I am curious how it's going to work, because what if my timer has not counted down yet? So let's say I am one of the ones with a later time. If I press the buy now button, will the timer not impact me being able to actually buy? Because that's going to be important too. But I would assume that means that I'll still be able to buy even if the timer has not gone down. Or can I just look at the button, and if my timer ain't gone down, pressing it still won't do much? So yeah, hopefully that means that you can press the buy now button and it will actually work as long as it is time. So, and yeah, that's what makes the most sense to me. Note, if you tap the buy now button before the timer reaches 0, you will be given an error message. With some drops decided in those crucial early seconds, you certainly don't want to be hitting it too early. If you tap the buy now button before the timer reaches 0, you will be given an error message. Does this not lead to the same problem? Like that's what I've been thinking, because the problem was different people had different timers on their countdown. Like different countdowns were like, it was different for people. So is the clock going to be more accurate this time around, or what? Because if you still can't press the buy now button and people have different times, I think it's still going to lead to the same problems. Like that was the biggest problem. The biggest problem is when certain people's clock hadn't reached 0, you could already press the buy button on other people's screen. So yeah, I'm not sure. They said randomized addition numbers. Up until now, Veve drops has always been first come, first serve. While this has been an effective mechanism up until now, we are always looking to find improved ways to accommodate our rapidly growing user base. Of course, our wonderful community has become a core source of feedback and ideas, and thanks to one of those suggestions, we are now implementing randomized addition numbers. This was during the AMA. Now when you participate in a Veve drop, you will be randomly assigned a collectible number, addition number, This will not only help to even out your odds of getting a low mint, but also add an element of surprise to our drop days. So this is great. I like this because before it was based on who gets there. It's not even who gets there early. The logic of it is, okay, when I'm a collector, I need to be the first one in this line. I need to be camping out, waiting, sleeping there the night before so I can be the first one in here to get the first edition. It doesn't really work the same online. Online, it's just who has the best internet, who's paying the most for their internet, who's closer to the server in real life, like who lives closer to the server. It's a whole bunch of variables that you just don't have any control over. So technically, first come, first serve was never actually a thing. It was just the first person there with good internet was the person who get it. With randomized addition numbers, this also kind of makes botting useless, because just because your bot is faster than everybody and gets there first, I mean, all the first people could technically get the last addition numbers. They could all get the worst addition numbers. So this really does remove the point of having a bot. So I think that randomized addition numbers is going to be really good now, because now you could come in late. You could literally be the last person to buy, and even though you're the last person to buy, you could literally get like edition 1 or something. Maybe not edition 1, since they take that out of circulation, but you could get one of the earlier editions. So yeah. Next, they said prove you're human. So they're adding some type of captcha apparently. The final implementation to take place in the coming update is the addition of captcha to prove that you're 100% human and not part robot. So this definitely ends the robot usage, depending on how they did it. Using the best and latest technologies, the captcha will require you to solve a puzzle before you can confirm your purchase. After successfully reserving a collectible, users will have 90 seconds to complete the puzzle and confirm their purchase, or their collectible will return to the pool and be made available for the next reserved. So you better have your thinking cap on for drop day. So this is great. This is great. After successfully reserving a collectible, users will have 90 seconds to complete the puzzle. So I like this because at first I thought it was going to be you can't even reserve something until you get this puzzle right. So people who get nervous and stuff, it's a chance they can miss out. But no, as soon as you press the button, it reserves it. But if you mess up when you're typing in the code or choosing the picture, then it puts it back into the pool for someone else to get. So I like that. Now people can be patient and fill out their captcha and not have to worry about not getting the thing, like not getting the NFT. So yeah, the default language for the captcha is English. However, you can change it to your preferred language by tapping the EN when presented with the puzzle. So you can participate no matter which language you speak. When will this be live? These updates are expected to roll out before this week's collectible release. When they are available, you will be prompted to update your app and will need to proceed with the update before you have access again. Stay tuned to our social channels for the latest update. So maybe this wasn't officially released like with the last update, but this is all amazing. Like all of this combined should solve a lot of the problems that people are having, like that people have been having. I think this is going to solve a lot of those problems. Let me know how you all feel about this. I feel like I said, I feel like this is very good. It is good for the reasons of, okay, this protects the user. It kind of eliminates bots. It does all of that, but at the same time, on a bigger level, you now can see that they will take advice from the community. They will take advice from the community. They will implement changes and stuff that needs to be changed. And yeah, like this came directly from an AMA. We were there when they were given this solution, and with the randomized addition numbers, and like less than a week later, almost exactly a week later, they have randomized the addition numbers. That's huge. So yeah, that's pretty much it, y'all. Let me know y'all thoughts. Let me know y'all opinions, how you feel about this. As always, be sure to drop that thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and turn on notifications so you stay updated with all the updates and changes and things like that. And yeah, I'm going to catch you all on the next one. Peace out, Joe.